If you are someone who is watching this video and you can be close to Kalonzo Musyoka, it is high time that he tells off Musalia Mudavadi to stop joyriding on the One Kenya alliance. It is time for Kalonzo Musyoka to understand and accept that Musalia Mudavadi has already signed a deal or a coalition pact with William Samoei Ruto. One Kenya Alliance held a 2-day retreat in Naivasha, and today they are expected to give a press conference on the progress, and I want to mention progress, of naming their flag bearer. Guys, I want you to remember that this is Naivasha Retreat 2. Naivasha 1 was held on 16th August last year, 2021. And after that meeting, One Kenya Alliance members came out and there was that information that they were going to name their flag bearer by the end of September. I can remember analyzing that video in my other channel. But by the end of that September, they could not still agree on the presidential candidate. That Naivasha retreat, they perused a report by the 12-member technical committee that was formed, and they called it SWOT analysis, looking at weaknesses, opportunities, I don't know, you know what SWOT means, of every candidate. And in that analysis, Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi were the front runners, but they could still not agree. Now, after that, Musalia Mudavadi spoke somewhere in November and said that the issue of the running mate, the issue of the flag bearer, was not still a priority to OKA because there was still time. And after Cleophas Malala piling pressure towards Christmas, that was last year, December, they promised they were going to name their flag bearer in January. Today is 14th January, and I can promise you that One Kenya Alliance is going to hold a press conference in Naivasha after that retreat too. And they're not going to give us flag bearer. Now, guys, during my research, I think I found this tweet here. It was a tweet of Naivasha 1. But that Naivasha 1 was attended by Kanini Kega too. Now, today, they were supposed to give us a flag bearer. But that is not going to happen. And I'll tell you why. Because that is what we are going to analyze here. Guys, if you're new to this channel, kindly take a second and subscribe. Also give this video a like. You can also share it. And more importantly, your comment or your feedback will go in a great way to make this channel the biggest political channel in Kenya. The reason why I was saying that Kalonzo Musyoka needs to get rid, I think not Kalonzo Musyoka, the other One Kenya principals need to get rid of Musalia Mudavadi because he is the stumbling block to the big dream. In this retreat, I saw a report that was a story that was done by Citizen TV that out of the 12-member committee members of the technical committee members, the members who are representatives of Musalia Mudavadi did not attend it. That is Nairobi Senator Johnson Sakaja and Cleophas Malala, Kakamega Senator. That tells you that technically, that is a signal that Musalia Mudavadi is not interested in One Kenya Alliance. Guys, from what I think, Musalia Mudavadi is going to host National Delegates Conference of ANC on 23rd January. And in that NDC is going to be flagged off as the flag bearer of ANC. And I think that is also going to be released to negotiate with other people or other political parties or other leaders so that they can form coalitions. That is just a process. But already the recent friendship between Cleophas Malala and William Ruto, Johnson Sakaja linked to Deputy President William Ruto over the political parties bill, that tells you that Mudavadi is with William Ruto. I can take that to bank. So today, the reason why they are not having still this candidate flag, they cannot still name a flag bearer, is because remember when Kenya Alliance was making a meeting, was making some coalition talks with Mount Kenya Unity Forum that is led by Martha Karua. So this technical committee came with 3 combinations. I want to call them scenarios, and that's what I want us to analyze here. The first scenario is Kalonzo Musyoka being the presidential candidate with Musalia Mudavadi being the running mate. The second, that is the first scenario. So let us look at that. How can it work? Arithmetically, can it deliver presidency against, can it win against Raila and Ruto, the other side? My answer is no. But who stands to gain in the event that Mudavadi and Kalonzo go for a ticket? Now, what that means first is that they are locked out of the Central Kenya vote. So in the event that that happens, then Raila Odinga and William Ruto both go for their running mates from Central Kenya. Then what that means is that these guys are already locked out because Central Kenya is insisting that the least they can go for is the running mate. Secondly, Musalia Mudavadi's voters from Western will really see that coalition as a third party. And the probability of winning, even in the eye of electors from Western Kenya, they will see that Mudavadi cannot win. And so the option that they can choose is that they can take that basket to give to either Raila or Ruto. But most probably Raila Odinga. Because one thing I believe is these leaders, Western Kenya leaders, will be voting on who has the probability of winning. So in that event, Raila Odinga might benefit. Musalia Mudavadi voters in Western will support Raila Odinga. Another combination is Kalonzo Musyoka presidential candidate and Martha Karua being the running mate. Now, if that happens, then Musalia Mudavadi will go and party with William Ruto. So if that goes on, that means One Kenya Alliance is already getting a running mate from Central Kenya. Raila Odinga also picks maybe, in that event that happens, then that means that Raila Odinga do not have Musalia Kalonzo as his running mate. Then he only have one option to go for running mate in Central Kenya. Then let's try to think of Ruto Mudavadi ticket. Now, there Raila Odinga is a very tricky fixture for Raila Odinga because William Ruto taking Musalia Mudavadi as his running mate, and I want you to understand this, the Western Kenya voters are going to be rejuvenated and re-energized because first, William Ruto is a mobilizer, he has campaigned, and he's so popular in that area. And he also has good ground there. He has many leaders from Western Kenya. So when he gets Musalia Mudavadi as a running mate, then he can take a very big percentage of the Western Kenya vote to William Ruto. That's also going to be a double-edged sword. That's a double-edged sword on Raila Odinga. A shot in the foot to say. Because Kalonzo Musyoka also goes for Martha Karua, that means Kalonzo Musyoka is a presidential candidate, then Raila Odinga has lost the Ukambani vote. But for Raila Odinga to compete with William Ruto, he needs the 6 million strong traditional fan base. So in that event, I think Raila Odinga will be the most affected, because even though he's going to gain from central Kenya, because now that means William Ruto doesn't have a running mate there, so he goes for running mate from central Kenya. He is not going to take a big percentage from central Kenya, because again, William Ruto has really done a lot of work and really have a very big support base in central Kenya. But then, more important is this: the reason why that can also work against Raila is because Raila and Kalonzo, both presidential candidates, when they go to central Kenya, I'm told the youth are embracing William Ruto more. So these two gentlemen are also seen as the elderly. So they are also going to attract the same group. Raila Odinga supporters are between 34 and above. So the same 34 and above is going to compete for this group with Musalia Mudavadi, with Kalonzo Musyoka rather. So in that context, William Ruto is going to benefit. Now, lastly, there is the other one of Ford Kenya party leader Musalia Kalonzo being the presidential candidate with the Ford Kenya party leader Moses Kuria. That one I don't want to, not Moses Kuria, Moses Wetangula rather. That one I don't think. That one is not there. Moses Wetangula is not a presidential candidate, I think.